And part of the issue that we're dealing with in town is, I mean, it's a huge mismanagement of money. This is something that's through many, many, many years of money mismanagement, and they're
Hmm.
trying to solve it. So part of the issue is that, we're a very small city, about 30,000 people, and we're a post-industrialized city where a lot of the industry that we relied on, like many parts of Michigan, has left. And so with that issue, like this isn't our industry left in like 1900. They built up the city and borrowed a bunch of money on these bonds, and then we're having to figure out how to pay it now. 180 something years ago, the city pulled out a bunch of bonds. All these factories could be built during that time. And they said, okay, we're going to pay it in 80 years. Well, then 80 years came about, and they
Mm.
said, well, we'll pay it in another 80, 90 years, whatever. So the financial institutions in which we had borrowed the money 140 to 180 years ago are wanting their money. As a resident of Jackson, I absolutely love Cascades. It's a very beautiful place, but they waste millions and millions of gallons. Is why are we having to pay this water increase when there's two big entities in town that are using massive amount of water every single day, millions of gallons of water?
It seems like that's a running theme across Michigan. There are residents who bear the brunt of the cost for infrastructure, for repairs to water mains, and then there's these big conglomerates, these big companies use millions of gallons of water.
So recently, I received my water bill. It was so outside of my budget that I had to go and track down very last minute, borrow the money for my water bill. I live in an apartment house, and so each unit pays
Okay.
1/3 of the utilities. And so the issue is that if I don't pay my utility bill, I get an eviction notice.
Section 8 or a housing choice program, where if they don't maintain their utilities, that's grounds for removal from the program, ultimately resulting in eviction. You say you had to borrow money. Now you're in an instance where next month you got to worry about bills, but now you owe somebody in the amount of money you got from rates to remove lead service lines. It shouldn't have taken 8 to 10 years or longer to remove the service line.
No, I mean, the whole situation is, think about somebody on a fixed income who doesn't have money or doesn't have somebody to borrow from, right?
Exactly.
I mean, Dell runs on a very specific budget with her income coming in, and luckily she's loved and she has, people that are willing to help her, but not everybody's going to have that. And it's just exploitation of the poor, right? Any way that you slice the cheese.